Can't really see them. But those are people down there.
How did they get there?
I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see them a little bit now.
It's like they've just been thrown down there as, yeah, like you said, the rejects. Very nice to feel sad.
Copenhagen Airport.
What an absolute palaver. So as morning flight got cancelled, we got moved. Luckily we managed to get space onto the 12-hour flight later, because you know that's all fun and games. And then we got to the airport and his self-bag dropping wouldn't work because they're giving us different boarding passes. So we finally got on, and yeah.
We've got old-fashioned boarding passes.
We do. I can. And it's all fun and games now.
But we're through, we've got seats.
We are. We've actually got tickets because some poor people next to me I'd had to either pay money or not get tickets, so I don't really know. I don't know what I'd have done if when I got tickets, to be honest. I think I cried.
But we're going home.
We are going home. I cannot wait to see
my
dog.
baby.
You know, 12 hours late, but it's fine. And you know what?
In bed by now.
It wouldn't have been a problem if we hadn't been travelling for 2 weeks and we're all obviously extremely tired from constantly travelling and things like that. If it had just been like a quick trip to Copenhagen.
Hotel with a pool.
Yeah.
Cocktails on tap.
If it had been a quick trip to thingy, then it'd be completely different, you know, with just like a weekend break or whatever. But it wasn't.
And my shoulders hurt.
Yes. It's fine. We are on. We are going through security now. And we'll see you on the flip side. So I don't actually think we've updated you. Claire's currently asleep on the floor. His flight was cancelled again. Literally not long after we were supposed to be getting on it. So we ended up booking a flight with a completely different company because the ones that EasyJet were offering us today, which is now Friday, were all apparently full and they couldn't offer us anything else. So we found another company and booked that instead, and his flight is hopefully at 8:30 this morning. So we've slept in the airport. Love my life.
We are back in Manchester.
Woo!
And that is all. We landed, the flight didn't get cancelled, and then we got here early, and now we're on our way home. Hi! Hi, Snuggle Bums! So we're back.
Yes, we are.
It's a few months after the trip. It's
Yep.
officially August.
We just haven't had time to sit down and together. We've been really busy.
Been very busy. And we spent 2 weeks solid together, so...
We're like, had enough, even though we still saw each other plenty of times.
And
after
you
that.
rang me every day.
Every day. You were missing me, and he just rang you and just felt it.
Yeah. So we're just going to kind of talk about all the different places that we went to, highs and lows.
Yeah.
I guess.
I loved Romania. It was not how I thought it was going to be. The city's not like the other ones. Like Bucharest wasn't like as touristy as like Prague and things, if that makes sense.
But I do think it's up and coming.
Yeah, definitely.
I
But
think
that
a
you
few
can
years
tell.
it'll be like
Yeah.
a hotspot, yeah.
Yeah. But like where we went to the castles and stuff, it was just so beautiful. Like there
Yeah.
were just so many places you could go in it.
Amazing.
Honestly.
Beautiful countrysides and stuff.
Yeah.
Like even when we were just driving, everything around just looked stunning.
And you can actually do a trip to go to Bulgaria as well. if you wanted, because it's literally obviously touching. So if you want to go to Bulgaria, to go to the beach or something, you could do that for a day as well. My high of Romania will have been, I don't know.
While you're thinking, I'll say mine. My high was either the first castle that we went to, because that was just stunning, or it would be the second day when we walked to the park and we had a drink and then we went for food. Just because it were good vibes.
Yeah, and then we did the Museum of Sense in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. It was good.
Oh my god, I forgot about the museum. That was amazing. That was a high actually.
That's
just
what
the
I
whole
mean.
thing.
It was really good, and
Yeah.
the only low would have been finding the hostel.
My god, yeah.
Because it just wasn't very obvious.
Like,
and it was a
called
different name.
something different, yeah. And we got into a car. We got into a random person's car.
We did.
Outside of the train station.
Don't ever do that on your own. We probably shouldn't have done it together. Hostel vibes.
And then he didn't know where we were going. But yeah, that was a definite low. And the staff in that restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, everyone we encountered was lovely.
Lovely, yeah. I don't know what were wrong with them people. They must have had a bee in the bonnet that day.
Must have.
No, I think I'm in agreement with you, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then the waiting round.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but obviously the waiting round for transport's always just a bit.
Yeah, there.
I think this is going to be the same for both of us, so I'm going to say it. The low point would have been all the football fans.
Yeah.
Only because, well, you could see it on news and stuff yourself, and if you had Facebook, you probably saw what happened. Luckily, we got out the day of all the kick-offs and stuff like that, but it was just, don't get me wrong, it's great to hear them all chanting and supporting the team and stuff, but it just kind of took the vibe away from Prague itself.
Yeah.
Like, because all the pubs and bars starting to get like afternoon, evening were just filled with football people.
Yeah.
All chanting and singing away, which, like I said, is great. And if you're a big football fan, great. But for us, that's not what we're there for, and we don't. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it anyway, because there's always bad stuff that comes after it, and it's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not my vibe. So I assume it'd have been the same for you.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely my low.
My high was staying in that person's kitchen. Honestly, best memory. I don't care what anyone says.
It was just someone's kitchen. It was like staying in here.
We had his own room.
Technically. Yes.
I don't see the problem. I didn't have to sleep with no random man like in the last hostel at the last night in Romania. So.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It was so funny. And the people were lovely, and it was a cheap.
It is what it is. That's what we knew what we were getting into, so it is what it is.
Kind of. We knew kind
I did
of
say it was a shared thing. We just didn't know we'd be sleeping in the kitchen, but it is what it is. It was fun. We were fine.
And they had dogs and cats. That's always nice.
Yeah, unless you're highly allergic or something, because we didn't know that either. So that'd be the only thing to double. If you are doing a homestay type thing, to just message and ask if there's any animals if you are allergic, because like I said, we didn't have a clue.
No.
And we got there and there were loads.
Yeah.
My high.
Mine was the cotton thing that I had.
The sex museum. That was yours, wasn't it? I'm just kidding. The chocolate donut thing.
I forgot we went to a sex museum.
It's the most random thing ever.
There was no footage in this.
Yeah, obviously there's no footage in any of the videos of that, because we're not weirdos. Yeah, I hate to see all that.
Or the film museum. To be fair, it's hard to think about.
Oh yeah, the film museum was good. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend to go there if you're going to Prague.
Yeah, and I think I've been to Prague before as well, so for like Claire it was a brand new experience, whereas for me I felt more like a tour guide. It was great. But again, sorry, all the people lovely in Prague. Everywhere we went, beer-wise, just so lovely. Like, great. Thoroughly enjoyed. Food, great. Drinks, great.
Mm-hmm.
Just 10 out of 10 enjoyed.
Again, I loved it. It was great.
Yeah. I think my favourite part was probably the zoo. Because it was a good zoo, like, animal-wise, as in friendly to animals. It was a good zoo, especially the polar bears. But yeah, I think that was probably my highlight of the for Munich. I enjoyed it all thoroughly, but I think that was
Yeah.
because it was just something different than just being in the city as well. So it's good.
My highlight.
I know it. It was watching the clocks.
That was
The people dancing. No.
That was really good.
Yeah.
No, my highlight was coming back to the hostel and having someone's number on my bed. Someone left their number on my bed with a little arrow to which bed it was asleep.
Oh, that's
So that
funny.
was my highlight.
My lower point is the person that left her number thinking that me and Luke were her parents.
Yeah,
Like,
that's. Yeah.
I know I do look a bit older, but come on.
No,
You're stupid to think that
Yeah.
I birthed her at what, 2 years old? Like, didn't even know Luke then. That's my low
Anyway.
point. I clearly need some Botox or something, don't I?
Fair enough. Yeah, my low point in Munich. Probably then meeting the guy.
Oh,
No, I'm
that's funny.
joking. My low point was probably walking around trying to find a magnet.
Oh my lord,
Yeah, because it was bank holiday. We didn't realise.
Yeah, but we got one.
We did the next day. And my actual high, because it wasn't a number. It was
Are you sure?
I don't know. It was the walking back from the zoo. That entire walk.
It was
just
a good
so
walk.
much fun, and like we saw a lot of really nice things.
Yeah.
And then sitting down and like the rainfall, because we had like it was like thunder and lightning, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like, it
because
was
I was in so
so
much
sunny.
pain. I was like, can we just sit somewhere? So we finally found somewhere to sit. But
got
yeah,
some
and just
food, yeah.
it was really good.
But yeah, it was so sunny. It was so warm.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden it was like a thunderstorm.
yeah,
It's
it was.
great.
It were.
Oh my god, it was so beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been it again. People were lovely. Everything we ate and drank, lovely. Best drinks. When you had your lemonade one and I had the
Yeah, was that in
Coca-Cola one,
Munich?
yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was in Prague.
No, Munich.
Yeah, best
They were definitely
Alcoholic. Beverage.
yeah, especially for someone that doesn't like lager, and obviously
I am.
lager's your big thing
a
to
lager
be able
girl
to
now.
drink all day kind
Yeah.
of thing.
That's easy. You can get from everywhere.
Yeah, so it was nice, and then obviously me trying the lager with Coca-Cola in it. I'd have again, but I'd probably won't be able to make it because I'd make it at home and it had curdle or something. That'd be weird. I don't know where it's getting the curdle from, it's no cream aspect, but I just don't feel like I'd do it right. Mini Europe are really good, totally different, and I weren't expecting them to be as big as they were.
Yeah, it was.
I was
amazing.
expecting them to be like little, you know what I mean? So that was really good.
We were absolutely exhausted when we got to Belgium,
Yes, we were.
but I still absolutely loved it. That's somewhere I'd definitely go back. I'd probably go back to all of them.
The
but,
hotel
like that. The hotel
was the highlight.
It was the potential of falling off that balcony, of that balcony just
Yeah.
breaking.
It was to be fair, all the reviews were so bad, but it weren't actually that bad.
It was just like a really.
It were nice to
like,
just have,
antique, our
yeah,
own room, like
Yeah.
our own proper room.
and just to be able to chill and just do what we
Yeah.
wanted and lay there all day if we wanted to and stuff like that.
Absolutely. But yeah, we were tired. That was one of my
Absolutely
most
exhausted
tired
on that day of
I was
walking
on.
around, yeah. Going to the Mini Europe I weren't too bad because I think we'd got,
We'd had a sleep.
Over
we,
it,
we
yeah.
had an early night, didn't we?
and then the little bar cafe shop thing that we
Oh
stopped
my
at,
God,
and then we
that
stopped
was
at
the
on the way
best
back as
thing.
well. That it was really nice. We went out
It
of
was
his way
like-
to stop on the way back because
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
just so
like
nice.
super cheap.
Yeah, really cheap compared to other, but in the centre of Brussels it's going to be expensive. 'cause
Oh
the
yeah, of
centre's
course. It was
expensive.
just out enough that it was super cheap. Just had this cute little beer garden and
Yeah.
we loved it.
And all the the walking in every country, but because we walk everywhere rather than using public transport, only because we're big believers that you get to see more.
Yeah.
Obviously we use public transport where we have to, but if it's like an hour
It's
walk,
like,
we'll walk.
Yeah, 1-2 hour walk.
Yeah.
Never know what you're gonna see on the way.
When we did, we saw some right stuff on the way to Mini Europe, going through that little park, and It was just so lovely. You wouldn't stumble across these random little bars and stuff either if we didn't do it. So I don't think I've got of it. I think low point it would just be the tiredness.
Yeah.
But what do you expect after sleeping on buses and stuff? All fun.
Yeah, I'd probably say low point tiredness.
Yeah.
High point. Probably mini Europe or the cafe.
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now I can tell you both our low points of that, and this will never change. And the low point would have been the flight cancellation, twice, and then having to pay £100 and something to get us all home. That, when the original flights cost us what, like 70 quid?
I was so stressful. It was already an early flight, so we'd booked an Uber alternative for the next day. And then I woke up to a text message and an email saying, "We are sorry." So then we rebooked it for the same day, but in the evening.
Yeah, because they give you options, don't they? And then got to the airport, got all the way through. I had problems in the airport.
Yeah.
For a start off, couldn't check in
with
properly.
Like the tickets,
we checked in fine, but it was the baggage drop off. It just wouldn't let us drop off his baggage. We were like,
so they had to print out another thing.
And then she was telling us it's because we had the tickets from before. We were like, it literally says the number,
Same day,
the flight time on his ticket. So it wasn't from before, was it? It was the new one. Yeah, to get all the way through. Buy something from duty free that was liquid as well, which is annoying. So then look on the board, and we just had a feeling, didn't we? Because on the board it said like
flight
11:15
at like midnight.
Yeah, and we should have already been at
like
home.
10:40 something. Yeah. So and then I just got a pit in my stomach, and then literally as soon as we turned from the board, I got a text saying, "We're sorry, your flight's been cancelled." And the only thing, because it was with EasyJet, and this is no shade to EasyJet, I've flown with them many, many times now.
I've never had a problem. But
because they're an online service, there's no one there to help you. Anyone we asked in the airport were like, contact them. There's no number you can ring. It's literally just follow these instructions, and the instructions weren't that good. And then we had to book for the next day, but there were no seats available on any of the flights.
And they weren't even to get home. It was to get us to Berlin.
It was an 8-hour.
Or where was the other one? Vienna. Geneva. Yeah, we're definitely Berlin and somewhere else.
Stockholm. Aside from them 2 flights as well, then the next flight wasn't until Monday, and this was Friday at this point, Thursday at this point. So
we were stuck with, so if we didn't choose one of them flights that we couldn't get onto because there was no seats, that means we didn't get a hotel from EasyJet, because if we'd have chose a flight, we'd have got a hotel for the night. But obviously we couldn't do that. So then we've already stayed there longer than we needed to, so that's more money spent that we didn't budget into the whole thing. Then it was just everything, then having to go back into the city centre, like that's more money, do you know? It was just everything on it, so it was just to the point that I'd found us a flight home, the earliest we could get.
I found us a flight home, thank you.
You were on the phone to Mum?
You were on the phone to Mum. I rang Mum to ask if she could if she could pay for the flights.
Yeah, because I had it on my phone. That's why you rang Mum.
I found the flights though, because I went on.
Alright, Claire found the flights, it doesn't really matter.
Crying in the corner.
I booked him. I was fuming. I was so done. But that was the low point for me for Copenhagen.
Absolutely. Low point of the whole trip, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
Sleeping in an airport again.
And then the highlight and I know Claire's going to say the same, the theme park.
Absolutely.
If you've never been to Copenhagen and been to the theme park,
what are you doing?
Well, if you've never been, then that's insane. But if you've been to Copenhagen and not been to the theme park, it's in the centre. You don't have to get a bus anywhere. It's not out. And it was so cheap.
It's brilliant. It's probably the best theme park I've ever been to. It was like Spy Kids rides, like...
Yeah, but it wasn't massive. It wasn't like Alton Towers scale or like that.
Not
but the rides were still really good.
And there was like no queues, so we were constantly going on. And the pictures we just got for free. You just had to scan it on the app and it downloaded straight to your phone. So we got all the pictures for free, which they're normally super expensive. It was just, 10 out of 10. Like, honestly, I would
probably the highlight of the whole trip.
Go back specifically to go to the theme park.
I feel like Copenhagen had the highlight of the whole trip and the low light of the whole trip.
Yeah. Potato pizza.
Me getting engaged was the highlight of the trip. Sorry, Luke, I love you.
You getting engaged was the low point. To be fair, I think Copenhagen was probably, I can't even say my favourite because
they were all different for so many
all,
different things.
But it was just from the get-go, like, even though another low point was checking into the hotel.
Yeah, but
we got there super early and then we couldn't check in. So we had to go out and we were all not clean and just like to shower and freshen up and stuff. And then we had to sit around.
Bus, because they were just
delayed.
There's only so much walking around smelling you can do, isn't there? So
very true. But other than that, from the get-go, it was just amazing.
Yeah,
everything we did there, I really enjoyed.
The whole trip. Yeah. The only thing is, when you come back from a trip like that, you feel like you need a relaxing holiday.
An actual holiday, yeah.
But yeah, it was just so good.
While to get over
I think that's why it's taken us a while to
sit down and
actually like think, because it was just, since we've been back, it's just been constant get go as well for us both. So I feel like we've not actually had time to sit and reflect on it in general. Like, obviously people asking it was so good and I'd definitely do it again, and I'd recommend anyone to do it, as long as, like I said, as long as you're happy getting on bus and stuff. There's other ways you can do what we just did, cheap and cheerful, and it is what it is. But yeah, absolutely amazing.
One of the best experiences of my life.
Yeah, and I'm happy that we got to do it together, because like I said, I've done stuff like that before, but you and Luke have never done anything like that. So it was nice to do it all together and experience it all together as well. And now I feel a bit bad if Claire goes on her own, that she'll be able to do it. Even though I pretty much, Claire and Luke just followed me.
Yeah,
but much. It's fine.
That's nice direction. So that's it. If you do want any further information about any of the places, specifics on where we went, where we stayed, I have tried to include it in each individual place's YouTube thing in description. But just in case, just let us know and we'll be happy to help direct whatever.
Yeah, any questions are out for each place as well.
Yeah. And give us some ideas on where to go next.
Yeah. After I pay for a wedding and honeymoon. And
something else. Are we vlogging your wedding?
Oh, we can do.
Hi guys.
Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be clips of the whole wedding's not getting vlogged, because I don't want Claire sat with a phone.
Yeah.
I want to actually experience it, but we will do one of the holiday and there'll be stuff in there. It's not until next year, so we don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah. Okay. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe and click the notification bell so you know exactly when we upload all of our videos. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Well,
because you'll end up being sick, and it's never mix. Bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
Keep that in. Bad vibes. Yeah, what we're doing. I know what we're doing, but I don't know how to start. Do you know what I mean?
So we're back a few months later. I have new hair. Probably should have styled it actually for the reveal. Oh well.
Yeah, you look a bit like
I went out last night.
It's going to sound really awful. Don't keep it in either, because it's not nice. Then we went to Prague.
Did we?
Yeah.
Was that next?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. We've done everything we needed to do.
So we're starting my
That's rude. Sorry.
Vienna itching. Thanks for watching.